Marrow from the Sam team. We leave in a week.
Hey.
There's been a lot that's going on. It's been weird.
Lentils!
This is really nice. Well, yeah, we're gonna have lentils.
I love it.
What's up, guys? What are you doing tonight?
Working in the Sam sweatshop.
No, Sam, that's... Oh,
Or I'll kick you in the face. Give me.
Maxie? Hello, sir. Carrying stuff out to the van.
Honey, I don't know where the Velcro is. Has anybody seen it?
And we just wanted to kind of give you guys a sample of what these last few months have been like preparing for our trip. I guess we wanted to go over like the questions that people ask us all the time.
And just tell me a little bit about how SAM came to be as a nonprofit, as an organization.
So in 2010, my sister Sam got diagnosed with severe aplastic anemia. And it's basically where the body just stops producing bone marrow, which is red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. And so I needed a bone marrow transplant really quickly. The doctor said that without a transplant, I would have about 6 months to live. As her only sibling, I had the best chance of being her donor, but unfortunately I wasn't a match. So we had to look to the National Registry to find a donor, and we couldn't find one there either. I definitely thought that Alex would be a match for me, just because we look alike, we sound alike, we're basically the same person. And it was shocking when she wasn't a match. And then, especially in the registry, I thought, oh, of course there's going to be one out of the 10 million people. And then when that came back, when the results came back that there wasn't, it was pretty devastating just to hear that news, that there's not a single person out there that can help you. If I can't be her donor, I'm going to find one for her. So we started doing bone marrow donor drives to hopefully find a match for her. So that was in 2010, and we had registered about 5,000 people until January this year, and we were sitting around thinking, why aren't we doing more? Why haven't we dedicated our lives to this? Because Sam could relapse and still need a transplant, and there are thousands of other people that still are waiting for a donor. So we created Sharing America's Marrow, or SAM, in honor of Sam, and it's a cross-country movement to register 50,000 potential bone marrow donors in 50 states in 2015.
So when did you all officially start SAM?
The idea came in January for this countrywide tour, and then in May is when we applied for our 501c3 status and became an official nonprofit and brought Taylor, our best friend, on board with us.
First, talk to us about a little bit about that story, how you became friends with the Kimura girls.
We never really were that close until Sam got sick, and I was in college at the time. I was a freshman in college, and my mom called me and said, Sam's really sick and they're looking for a bone marrow donor. When I came home, her parents asked me if when they needed to leave the house, she was in isolation and couldn't leave, so if they needed to leave, if I would come over and take care of her and make sure everything was okay, and then if there was an emergency that someone was there. We kind of just became 3Ps really fast, and it was, you know, in that really hard time, I guess relationships just become really strong, so that's how we all got together. A Facebook message from Alex that said, remember the van thing? We're doing it and you're coming. And I was like, okay.
So where are you guys going and when are you leaving?
We're going to all 50 states in 2015. You're going to all 50 states? And then we say yes. And we say yes, and then they say, but are you going to Iowa? Sure are. Yes, we're going to all 50.
All 50 states.
Hashtag 50K, 50 states.
So did you just sit down with the map and be like, what the heck do I do with it?
We're trying to go to colleges, but we're also stopping at businesses, corporations, festivals, concerts, sporting events, really anywhere we can set up. Well, you figured out all the places we wanted to go, and then one day we went downstairs with the map and really planned out the route with yarn and tacks, and then we just laid on the ground. That was a big day. But then now when we look at the map, it's like, oh gosh, yeah, we could do this. We could skip around the whole country. Because it looks so doable when it's the size of a wall. So we kind of looked at the whole country and said, what would make the most sense? How can we reach the most amount of colleges in 1 year on this nationwide tour that we want to do in 2015? So setting the route was probably the first part of what is this next year going to look like? Where are we going to go?
The girls plan on starting in Louisville, heading south, traveling up the East Coast and across the country to the West Coast.
First leg of the route is a circle kind of chasing the sun, and then we come back up here to get the whole eastern part of the country. And then we have a 2-week break back here in Louisville to spend time with family, recharge our batteries. We'll probably still work and just get ready for the second half, and that's when we go out west this way and hit all these states and come back and loop back around. And then December 21st, if all goes according to plan, we'll be back home and with our families and have a lot of lives saved.
And what does that kind of mean? I know it's not only for your sister, but you could help find a hero for millions of strangers out there, I guess.
Like if we find one match, it's a whole life that is saved. That the magnitude of that. Oh, is that? Sorry, I didn't realize I was boring. That was the worst timing ever.
Saving lives
Anyway,
is such a bore.
no, we're just saving lives. It's not a big deal. It wasn't intentional. Let's all just take a nap. No, anyway, if we save one life, cool. If we can save thousands of lives, better. So we just have to do what we can. There are only 3 of us, and we'll just do the best we can.
Yeah, we're gonna work really hard.
Yeah.
And how many do you hope to register?
Our goal is 50,000 potential bone marrow donors in 50 states in 2015.
The mission statement goal is that we're going to get 50,000 in 2015, all 50 states. So we've registered about over 3,500 since September in Louisville.
Getting 50,000 is going to be a challenge, but I think we can do it.
How do you start, Sam? I mean, you guys obviously, at least it seems to the outsider, that you all have it all together.
Name is Sam and we do bone marrow. Something something and the name is... Do you love it? Say that you love it, because you do.
Tell me you love me.
Alex is making out with the car.
I don't think you can catfish Tinder.
Sure you can.
Oh, you got catfish.
Catfish anything.
Pretty cool thing that they do there. And
Sorry.
are you guys nervous about whether we'll be successful in getting 50,000 donors?
It's a basket of emotion.
Why didn't you sleep?
Because I have anxiety.
About the trip?
I don't know, because I don't have anxiety so much
Consciously?
But then like when we talked about it yesterday, I got really sweaty and then I couldn't sleep at all last night, so maybe about the trip. I don't know. I think I'm just feeling some type of way.
Yes.
I just want the camera to know how much I'm still sweating about all of this. Don't pick it up, is it through my shirt?
What about another question that everybody asks us, which is, but what have you guys been doing? Like, do you have a job, or like, are you in school?
So did you just graduate the NMA, or are you still going to school, or going to school? Or?
Funny. I have 9 credit hours left to complete, so I'm going to do it sometime in 2016. So we always joke and say that I went pro in bone marrow. So we've been doing this full time, and it's been really fun. It's been challenging.
We're going to be in 190 cities, and that's over 200 events that we'll be doing, and those all need to go off flawlessly. But there's a lot that goes into each drive.
It's been just a few months and we've done a lot. There's still a lot to do. Building our website, reaching out to different patients and donors around the country of people who could support this.
We worked on our computers for like 4 months at least, planning everything.
Staring at a laptop all day long. I would say 10 hours a day on your laptop. So we're excited to get a little bit more active in the real life community.
A lot of times we would have to take a break. We'd have to take a dance break to just loosen up the joints and get some blood flowing. And we did a lot of Taylor Swift. We danced to Shake It Off, Chandelier, and then we would squat to Return of the Mac. And those were basically the 4 songs that we listened to all summer. And we dance and like run around the house and just do the weirdest dances.
That's actually the best you've ever done. We've also been doing a lot of interviews with patients and donors, which has been really great. Some really powerful film sessions that we've got to hear some great stories, and
that's been a great thing to do over the past couple months because it's kind of a good way to start everything off and also a good way to keep us centered and focused on what our mission is.
My name is Chris. I'm a Western Kentucky University student athlete, and I donated stem cells to a 59-year-old woman with multiple myeloma.
I was privileged to be the donor for a 6-year-old boy in France.
Donating bone marrow was one of the easiest yet most rewarding things I ever did, and if I can do it, you can do it.
And I hate needles, but I took this opportunity to save someone's life.
But when you look at it in the grand view of things, I don't think that I would ever second guess this choice that I made, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm Mikey, this is Steve. Steve saved my life by donating his bone marrow.
And I had a bone marrow transplant on July 3rd of 2014.
You absolutely could save someone's life, and they will be forever grateful for it.
Awesome. Yeah, oh my God. It's hard when you work in a field like this because there's a lot of sadness, and I think we try to always stay goofy because if you let the sad things overwhelm you, it can be sad and like stifling. And you know, we know that to reach our goals we have to have a lot of energy and we have to get people excited about this opportunity, even if the reality of what we're doing is very serious and very difficult. We think that the more fun we can have, the more excited we can get people about their opportunity to save a life. Because what is more fun than saving someone's life?
What's more fun than bone marrow?
What's more fun than bone marrow?
Nothing.
The answer is nothing.
The answer is nothing.
I tried to redo the words to Space Jam and
I hate it.
Welcome to the
out.
I thought it was great.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Here's your chance, save a life at the Sam Jam.
No, I hate it.
Wave your hands in the air if you're saving lives. We've also been fundraising because we have to make this trip happen.
And the van was a huge, huge thing, right?
Get it together.
Sorry.
Our marketing team strategy wrapped her up real pretty.
Awesome. It looks so good. I love it! I feel like I just birthed a child. And she's beautiful. And I shall call her Margaret.
We're going in.
We're gonna drive it.
We're gonna drive it.
We're really nervous to wreck it.
We're gonna wreck
All right, creep. Drive away.
First time driving Maggie with her clothes on.
Yeah.
We got shelves put on the inside and a micro fridge.
The van was like, made it really real once the van was in.
First things first, umbrellas. Did you whack? That's what the van said.
Yeah.
said I'm Maggie Azalea. Dan said I'm Maggie Azalea. I just snorted. We've done a lot of PR stuff. We've done some interviews here in town, been in a few newspapers.
Just as equal part of this campaign is spreading awareness that it isn't that hard to get on the registry and donation isn't that scary.
But most people, once they sign up, once they swab their cheek, they'll never get that call, and that's all they'll do. And so it's really simple, and we just want people to know that just to get on the registry, you know, and then they can get called, they can save somebody's life. When you sign up to the registry, if you're a match for a patient and you are called to donate, 75% of the time you just actually donate through your stem cells, which is a process similar to giving platelets or plasma. And then the other 25% of the time, the donation is a procedure. It's an outpatient surgical procedure where the donor's under anesthesia, and they take some bone marrow from the back of the pelvic bone, and that's the one that people think sounds really painful, but it could be a little bit sore for a few days, but then that goes away. Their bone marrow regenerates in a couple weeks, so you're not giving away anything permanently, and then they've saved a life.
We're really weird people, so for us to be composed in an interview setting has been a challenge.
You got the news that you weren't a match. Did you think that you would be, or did you have, like, you know, just doubts about it? What kind of was going through y'all's minds at that point?
Yeah, so they said that I had about a 25% chance of being a match as her sibling.
Here in the studio with me are a special pair of sisters. They have a mission. They're about to embark on a journey across the country to turn regular people into heroes by giving them the opportunity to save a life. They are Sam and Alex Kimura.
And that's been one of the coolest things, I think, is working with strategy, working with them to develop our brand, just, I mean, down to the details of our logo and what it all means and how all the other pieces look. And it's been really cool. They're fantastic and super creative people, and they're a hoot and a half to work with.
Yeah, when we go in there, we just get really weird and have ideas.
Have a ton of fun there.
Yeah, they're awesome to work with, and we've been so lucky to have them on our team. Otherwise, we'd be struggling on the Microsoft Word.
And Delete Blood Cancer's been great too. They're awesome to work with. They're based in New York City, and we've gone up there a few times to meet with them, which has been nice to see the city and kind of see the operations from their side.
And we take off on Monday.
So we're having a launch party. It's going to be at Against the Grain Brewery, a really awesome place in downtown Louisville. We're going to have appetizers there for people to munch on. There's going to be happy hour priced drinks all night. It's going to be a really fun vibe going on, and there's raffle prizes, and it's just going to be a good way to send off, see all of our friends, and see the Louisville community that's been supporting us for the past few months, because it has been incredible support we've seen.
It's going to be fun. We're excited for it. We hope people come.
We're excited for it.
Did I say it like that?
Yes. We got this awesome DJ lined up. He's going to be spinning those vinyls, kicking it old school. You know, apparently he knows what he's doing. We have some apps, kettles on kettles of beer cheese.
We take off in the morning.
At like 6 in the morning. And I feel like we aren't going to sleep. We won't sleep the night before, so I think we're going to be very tired after the first week.
Yeah. We definitely won't sleep the night before. I haven't been able to fall asleep for at least a week, just from thinking about our next year. No, I haven't been eating. I haven't functioned.
Taylor has fallen in love.
I'm glad we're getting this on camera. Hi, Toby.
She admitted it.
Sup, Tobes?
Toby, you're ruining things. How dare you? Toby,
first of all, in a perfect place.
How dare you?
First of all, who do you think you are?
Second of all,
no.
Toby, I think they like you.
Toby, no.
Toby.
Just don't distract our little girl over here, because we need her. We need her on this trip. So yeah, they say dinner and you say bone marrow.
It actually works out more well than you would think.
Let's say the things we're really excited about. Can't wait to go to Zion National Park in Utah.
You are excited about
Zion.
Utah. You talk about
Badlands. Twine. Grand Canyon. Mount Rushmore.
There is
bed and breakfast that's shaped like a dog.
Bed and breakfast shaped like a basket.
Savannah, Georgia.
Bed and breakfast shaped like a shoe.
We have a lot.
Statue of Liberty.
You've seen it.
Tacos.
Yeah, tacos for
I'm
sure.
really excited to eat a lot of tacos. I'm a taco connoisseur.
Oh, we're also trying to find the best meal under $10 everywhere we go. So if you have suggestions, email them in and we'll be sure to try them out and rank it on a scale of 1 to 12.
It's funny to
1
say
to
email
12.
them in like, or can.
Is there something like inspirational we should say? Should we say something inspirational?
We're so excited for this year. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard. It's going to be amazing. And all I can say is clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Can't lose.
On the road with my besties. Saving lives.
Saving lives.
Taking names. Quite literally.
Quite literally taking names to the registry.
And email
You must
addresses,
provide your name.
address, alternative contact, ancestry,
Social
signatures.
security.
Social security is optional.
To be precise.
And we're taking your DNA.
And cheek swabs.
And
if you like cheek swabs,
and getting caught in the rain.
This is if you like cheek swabs, do I have
like
a treat for you?
And if you enjoyed this little snack, we'll be doing this weekly on our blog. Not this exactly. We'll be in the van in various levels of disarray and just recapping what we did for the week. So prepare for that.
yeah, we're gonna let you know how many people we registered, what cool stories we've come across for that week, what we've seen, if we've experienced a new state that we've never been to, new city, who we've met, kind of what our thoughts are, our feelings, our emotional state,
Who's in love,
what we've
Love,
been eating,
who hates
who's
each
in
other,
love,
who